You brought it up, and that's like an ideal segue. How did you get to working with Zulfi for Coke Studio? How'd that come about?
It was very random. It was, and I think I wasn't. It's really funny. I don't want to sound ungrateful. I was actually at a point in my life when I didn't want to work. I was overworked. I was like, I'm done. Like, I can't do this. Folk Studio came. It was literally just another project for me. I never thought it was too big, and I think that was the amazing part because I didn't think it was too big, so it didn't really like scare me that much. It was very random. I think I had done Bayan ki music video, and then uske through somebody mentioned that they wanted to work with me, and then the team called me. The first song that I listened to was Momina Mustassim song, and I listened to it, and I still remember we were sitting in the same room, and I said, and Mujhe Wajeeha, who was the creative lead on this, she said, what do you think of the song? And I said, मुझे लगता है ये outdoor होना चाहिए. And she just smiled, and I was like, why are you smiling? She's like, नहीं पहले आप explain कर दो. I explained कि मुझे लगता है पानी हो, उसके बीच में कुछ हो, but outdoor और हवा और ये कुछ मैं explain करता. And she kept on smiling. She's like, because the funny thing is, when Zulfi wrote the song, he said, I wish this was outdoors. And she's like, when I listened to it for the first time, I wish it was outdoors. Then Zeeshan Parwez said, I wish it was outdoors. So so it was. वो बहुत randomly हुआ था, but then I didn't do the song. मैं शुरू में नहीं कर रहा था. Then Kamal called me, and that was the Pasuri was the only song I was signed up for. And then once I did that, फिर तन्ना यारी आ गया कहीं से. So I think the thing was that, so I think a lot of directors were looking at what I was doing,
Right.
but उनको सिर्फ खौफ ये था कि मैं बहुत महंगा होऊंगा तो मेरे साथ काम नहीं कर सकते. So Coke Studio gave them the chance कि अच्छा they can spend on art, because it's very shameful, and I find it also very offensive that even with film or any other project, आपका जब बजट बनता है ना,
Yeah.
आपको चाहिए संजय लीला बंसाली होता है, और आपका
Yeah.
बजट होता है, like
Not
क्या
that.
मैं कहूँ, like तिब्बत स्नो कैट का,
Yeah.
like मैं
Yeah.
like वो बजट ही नहीं होता. और उसके अंदर मुझे बहुत तब चढ़ती है इस बात पे कि आप you can pay your star, you
Yeah.
can pay billions to your star, you can pay billions to your director, but you will not pay to your cinematographers, you will not pay to your choreographers, you will not pay to your composers, you will not pay to your art directors. Why? It's not that you don't have the money, you have the money, but you're spending it on the wrong people. You're not spending it on your marketing. Poster सबसे end में afterthought होता है.
Yeah.
Like क्यों? They did it because Zulfi knows the qadr of an artist. And मुझे यही होता था कि I came, अल्लाह का शुक्र है, जो आप confidence की बात है, confidence से ज़्यादा self worth जब आना शुरू हुई थी ना, उसके बाद से I actually just started doing projects जिसमें मुझे self worth feel होती थी. मुझे होता था कि इसमें मेरी worth है. So like even if the project is not paying me, मैं अपने जेब से पैसे लगा रहा हूँ, but अगर respect मिल रही है ना, that is what my goal is, to give respect to this field कि लोगों को पता चले इसमें जाता है. So Coke Studio is very random. Kamal called me for Pasuri. That was the only song. I made a board. It went horribly wrong. People didn't like it, but it's the same board that we shot in the end, by the way. But उनको समझ नहीं आ रही थी क्या होगा कैसे होगा, जो restrictions की हम बात करें. But Kamal fought for it, Zulfi fought for it, Ali Sethi fought for it, and then in the end we created what we created.
So who are
And
the
then
people, to interrupt? Who are the people, like if Kamal is on board, Zulfi is on board, Ali said, who is the other? I mean, if you don't want
obviously
to
you
talk
have the
about it.
entire marketing behind
Right.
Coke, you have an entire आपके पीछे पूरी agencies involved होती हैं, like वो बहुत बड़ा उसके पीछे. और because Coke Studio is on a global platform,
Yeah.
so people like आपके उसके अंदर पाकिस्तानी Coke Studio is being seen globally. So उसमें क्या होता है कि आपकी meetings में भी you have people who are not just Pakistani, so आपके दूसरे heads भी होते हैं, उनको भी समझने, like वो मुश्किल सा म्यूजिक वीडियो ना लगे, ये ना लगे, वो ना लगे. So बहुत ज़्यादा questions थे. बट एनीवेज, तो उसके ऊपर जो पूरी जो हमारी चलती थी, तो उसके बाद फिर कन्ना यारी वाज द अदर सॉन्ग दैट आई वाज साइंड अप. जमाल ने मुझे कहा, बिकॉज जमाल ऑलवेज वांटेड टू वर्क विद मी, एंड ही सेड, लाइक उसकी टीम ने मुझे, एक्चुअली जो प्रोड्यूसर थी Samiya, she was like, I really have this project, you have to do this with us, because we have the budget that we can maybe do it, जिसमें
Right.
हम मजे से कर सकते हैं. And the best thing was, honestly, the directors spent on the art. They said, let's go there.
Yeah.
So उनका आर्ट का बजट बड़ा होता था, वो लगाते थे, वो विजुअल पे पैसा खर्चते थे, डीओपी को देते थे, डीओपी अच्छा उठाते थे, so that's where you love and respect comes from. So I think it was such a random process, and working with Zulfi was just, I think, pure joy. And I think one of the things that I'm really thankful for in my life is not the project, but just meeting Zulfi and that person with that heart that wants to create art for art's sake. And I saw it for the first time with my eyes, that a person who wants to do it simply because it matters and it can matter. And then meeting like Kamal Khan, who's another brilliant, like Pasuri had the most female assistant directors and females on the crew than I've ever seen. And the fact that he's so humble, and you forget that he created Lal Kabutar.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
did that movie that was actually a movie. Like the most humble person, and the person and Zeeshan Parwez, who is honestly, like, I met
He
the
is so
most
nice.
amazing. He is that person who is जो आपको पता है स्पॉट बॉय तक को बोला तो तुम भी अच्छा काम कर रहे हो. And imagine how much love that the person would feel, that I'm seen by the director, that I might be on the chain, I might be on the lowest thing, but my director loves me and my
Yeah.
director sees me. So you saw these amazing people, and Jamal and some, the people were amazing. So project तो जो हो गया आज अच्छा भी होता है बुरा भी होता है, projects आते जाते रहते हैं, but the people that you meet and who kind of made you learn so much, that's the beauty of the entire project for me as well. Like मैं कब जिंदगी भर नहीं भूल सकता the
Yeah,
kind of people.
I spoke to Zeeshan Parvez like a while ago on the podcast, and हमारे लिए तो he was the Zeeshan Parvez, Sajid and Zeeshan and all that stuff, because early 2000s में हम बच्चे थे,
Yeah.
उनके गाने देख रहे थे, वीडियोस वो देख रहे थे, and he was just like time de diya. He's just talking about stuff, and all I could remember was then like this is capital letters Zeeshan Parvez, but he's talking to me like he's just open to the conversation, and that I really
Because
understand where you're coming from.
because आपको पता है वो यही होता है, कई दफा वही जो बॉक्स की हम बात कर रहे थे ना, वो फियर हमने खुद बनाया होता है ऑफ अ पर्सन, जो बंदा पता नहीं बहुत बड़ा है तो कैसा होगा,
कुछ होते भी
And
हैं वैसे
कुछ होते भी नहीं, कुछ होते हैं, बट वो जो होते हैं वो आपको पता भी चल जाता है, वो आपको पता भी चलता है. But like, I think the beauty of this Coke studio, honestly, now more than that, it was the real magic was actually the relationships that were created. And honestly, what you see, if you see that ounce of love on screen or behind the screen, and the projects that were created simply because everybody was a yes man, everybody helped each other. I don't think there was any set that at least I was a part of जहां पर खींचातानी हो रही थी, unpleasantness थी, कुछ भी नहीं था.
Yeah.
It was beautiful, the kind of people that worked on it. From the lowest person to the highest person, everyone.
Yeah, BTS, when you could see that everyone was really
And it's
happy
all
to be there.
real. And I think there was so many other moments that you don't get captured on that. But like that was the beauty of it.